بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Okay, so the next thing we'll try to see, like we have seen the weight attribute, what exactly it will do. But in this lab, we are going to see the weight with route maps. So if you remember in the route filtering section, we have already seen the route maps. So in BGP also, we can use route maps to do the path manipulations. Like if you go back and quickly review what we did earlier. So earlier what we did, we applied the weight on the router 1. And I said that to go to, now this should be my preferred path where I'm going to apply the weight. So either 1,000, 40,000, whatever the number. Now what this is going to do is, this is going to tell the router 1, hello router 1, this should be my preferred exit path. But again, the problem with this one is, when you are applying the weight, by default, it is going to apply the weight for all the prefixes, all the routes, which are being learned from that neighbor. So which means in my case, if you try to see, we got a router 1 connecting to router 2 and then to router 4, that is 4.4.4.1. And we have applied the weight of 1000 here, or whatever the weight you have applied. So by default, the weight will be applied to all the prefixes which are being received from this neighbor. So all the prefixes which are being received from this neighbor, and you can see there is a 4.4.4.1. So whichever the prefix, you have this 4.4.4.1, the weight of 4,000 will be applied, 40,000 will be applied. So which means here, we do want to do path manipulation, and I want this should be my preferred exit path. But again, it is doing for all the prefixes. So all the prefixes which are being learned from that neighbor, it is going to apply for all, each and every prefix. Because in the configuration, I did not specify to which prefix you want to apply. So most of the time, this is something not a recommended way. Sometimes you may want to apply the weight for selected prefixes. Like one of the common example, like if you take this one, let's say by default, let's say the traffic, all the traffic is going through service portal 1. This is my default preferred exit path. Let's say the AS number is 500, 600, 700i. But whereas from here to go outside the AS for selected routes, let's say, maybe this is higher AS, maybe this is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700i, let's say. Again, what is the default? By default, if there is no weight applied, default best route will be this. But let's say I want to prefer the other one. But this time, I don't want all the traffic should go from service portal 2. So if I go and apply the weight, if I simply go here and say neighbor, whatever the IP address here, 1.1.1.2, and when I say weight of 1000, so this is going to apply for all the prefixes, which means all the traffic going outside will go from this side, and this route is not at all utilized. Right? That's what happens. But what I want to do is, I want to do some path manipulations in such a way that both the paths can be utilized. So what I can do is, I can say that, let's assume you have some servers in your data center, and maybe there are some networks, 100.1.1.1, 1.2 network, 3 network. So what I want is, I want all the traffic destined to these specific servers should go from service portal 2. Means the weight should be applied only for these routes, not for all. And whereas all the remaining traffic, remaining means maybe going to somewhere on the internet, it should use the normal service portal 1. So this is what we call as path manipulation. So in the case of path manipulation with BGP, we can do that. We can have two different service portal connections, and we can say that for all the traffic destined to those servers, I want it should go via service portal 2. So it should use service portal 2, which means the weight of 1000 should be applied only for selected prefixes, not for all. Selected prefixes means these prefixes. Okay, so that's something we can do. And that's what we'll try to do in this lab here as well. So in this lab also, I don't have a similar setup. So what I have is, if you just get back, I do have this IBGP and EBGP already configured. And the only thing what I did when you compare this with my previous lab, I just removed the weight which I have configured in the previous lab and I cleared it. So rest of the configurations remains the same. I still have neighborship between the routers. And also if I say show IP BGP, I do have the routes which are being learned as it is, just like a normal IBGP and EBGP configurations. So we do have an IBGP and EBGP configurations, also the advertisements, same like the normal BGP. So additionally, what I'll be doing is I'm going to advertise these loopbacks. There are some loopback interfaces. Assume these are my specific servers somewhere, and I want to reach, and I want to do path manipulation as per those networks. So let's go to router 1. On the router 2, I do have these loopbacks already created. So I can simply go ahead and advertise them. So if I'm advertising in BGP, then I have to be more specific, the exact mask, because it has to match your routing table. Or you can do redistribution if you want. So I'm going to say, because I'm using /24 in all my configurations, I'm going to advertise them. So now if I go back and check on the router 1, I should see those prefixes should be coming. Let me see. I don't see the prefixes, and the reason, did I advertise them properly? Yeah, I think so. It just takes some time, maybe. So show IP BGP. Now you can see the prefixes are coming now. Now you can see there are 12 prefixes which are being received from the router 1. There are 4 prefixes, enough for testing. Now what we'll do is we'll do some path manipulation for selected prefixes. And if you try to see, to reach those prefixes, by default there are 2 possible routes. One is 600I. You can go from this side, which is 700, 600I, which is the default best route. So the default best route is always uses the shortest path. But what I want is, I want the traffic, it should prefer this one, this path, but only for selected prefixes, not for all. I want only for, let's say, 12.0.0.0 and 12.0.1.0. So only for these 2 prefixes, I want to prefer this one. Okay, so only for those 2 prefixes, I want to use this path. So if you try to see the requirement here, let me just quickly repeat. To reach these 2 prefixes, so in my case, what I want is, I want the traffic destined for 12.0.0.0 and 12.0.1.0. The AS router 1 should prefer this path, and whereas 12.0.1 2.0, let me do this way. I don't want to change this. From router 1 to reach these prefixes, still it uses this route. But for 12.0.2.0 and 12.0.3.0, there are 4 loopbacks. I'm going to just divide them into 2. I want the router 1 should prefer this route. It should use this route. It should go via 700, 600I. And this is the default best route, which is 600I. So in my scenario, I want the router 1 to change the best route only for these 2 routes, not for all. Because anyway, by default, it is using this route, so I don't need to really do anything for this. So which means what I have to do is, I need to apply the local preference. Sorry, not local preference here, it is weight. So I need to apply the weight of 1000, and this weight of 1000 should be only applied for these 2 prefixes, not for all. So now to make this possible, so the first step is we need to write an ACL, and this ACL is going to match those 2 prefixes. just like if you remember in the route maps. And then the next step is I need to create a route map. And inside the route map, I'm going to tell the weight should be applied. And then apply the route map to the neighbor. So there are 3 steps in the configuration here. So starting with the first step, what I'll do is I'll go to router 1. What I'll do is first I need to match those routes. So let's write down the ACL to match those routes. You can use named ACL or numbered ACL. I'm going to say permit 12.0.2.0. That's one network. And 12.0.3. network. So whatever the networks you want to match, we are going to use those networks. And remember, these routes must be present inside the BGP table. Remember that. You cannot simply go and say, I'll do path manipulation for Yahoo server, and you don't have a Yahoo server IP in your BGP table. That's not going to work. So if you have just simple default routes, that's not going to work. If you remember in the basics, I already explained that. If you want to do path manipulations, you must have those routes installed in the BGP table. And that's what you can see here. I do have these routes installed in the BGP table. Then only I can do path manipulation for those selected destinations. So the first step, what I'm doing is I'm going to create an access list. And this access list is going to match all the routes. I want to do the path manipulation. I want to apply the weight. And in the second step, I'm going to create a route map. Any name you can use. So route map CCIE permit 10. And then I'm going to say match IP address 11, which means I'm going to tell match all the IPs, whatever the IPs here, these all IPs should be matched with 11. And then I'm going to say set local preference, not local preference, weight here. Weight, I want to apply the weight of 1000. Now here, the weight of 1000 will be applied only for the routes which are defined in the ACL 11. And whatever the remaining routes, I don't want to disturb the remaining routes, so I just want them to go. So you must give a blank route map statement. So if you see the configuration here, so the next step is we need to create a route map. And as per this route map, it is going to match the routes inside the ACL 11, which means these routes, and then apply the weight of 1000. And remember, this is a blank route map statement, which tells that all the remaining routes, you just want them to go with the default values. And this is compulsory. Because if I don't use this statement, let's say by mistake, what I'm saying is I want all the routes coming from this neighbor. If it matches this ACL, apply this weight. But what about the remaining routes? Remaining routes, you did not say anything. By default, they will be denied. They will be dropped because anything coming from that neighbor, it will not receive any routes if you don't give the blank statement. So here I'm not doing filtering. So I want to allow all the routes to be received. But the remaining routes, I don't want to disturb the weight or any other values. And once we do this, now we need to apply this route map to my neighbor. So which neighbor you want to apply? Whichever the neighbor you want to prefer. You have to apply the this particular route map to that one. So what I'll do is I'll go to router 1. So in my case, we'll go to router 1, router BGP 500. I'm going to say neighbor, whichever the neighbor you want to prefer. And instead of applying the weight, because normally when you apply the weight, it will be applied for that neighbor for all the routes. But this time I'm going to say it's going to be more specific. Apply this route map. And this route map says that apply the weight only for these routes, and the remaining routes, let them go without any changes. So, and then there is one more option we have to use, in and out. I'll explain this in and out a little bit later in a separate topic. As of now, you just apply in. In means receiving routes. Again, I'll explain this in and out a little bit separate, because at this point of time, I just wanted to verify the weight right now, how it works. So what I did, I finally applied that route map to my neighbor. This is the final thing what I did. So if you see the configuration, this is what I did. Now, if you want to verify whether this is being applied or not, clear the BGP using the soft keyword. And then if I say show IP BGP to verify the routes, I can go ahead and select these routes here for verification. And here you can see this 12 network and 12.1 network, they are still using this route as a best route. Greater than symbol is for this. Still they are using the shortest path, and there is no weight applied here. You can see the weight is still 0. There's no weight applied for those routes because they are on the same router. You can see I just used 4 routes for testing. In that 2 I did not apply, and for the remaining 2 routes I have applied the changes. And if you check these 2, you can see the weight is applied 1000, and you can see it is going via this route, and you can see the best route changes here. The best route changes only for these routes. It's going via 4.4.4.1. You can even specifically say 12.0.2. subnet. Even if you say show IP BGP 12. Specific subnet, you can clearly see that I'm receiving these routes from this neighbor, and the weight of 1000 is being applied from this neighbor. But whereas the other one, there is no weight, so the default weight is 0. So which means if I go and check the routing table, you will see there are 2 routes, no changes, and for the remaining 2 you can see the changes here. And if you try to see verify 12.0.2.1, it goes via 4.4.4.1 as well as 3. But whereas if you check for 1, there is no change. You can see it's still using the other one. So this is kind of verification. So most of the time in the production networks, whenever your organizations want to do any path manipulations, they do this way, because most of the time in the production networks, you have to assume that as if you are connecting 2 service providers, and you have to figure out what is the default best route, and you're not going to disturb that. And you may want for selected destinations, you may want the traffic should go from the service provider too, so that you can efficiently utilize both the routes. But again, keep in mind, you need to have these routes installed in the BGP table. That's the reason, if you remember in the option 2 for exchanging the routes, you receive the default routes plus partial routes. And in that partial, you want these specific routes to be advertised.